All right, what's up, YouTube fam? How are we doing today? Welcome to another Dropping Bombs video. It's been a couple days since I've recorded something. Kind of took the weekend off, watched some of those crazy football games, and now we're back to kind of dive back into Pioneer because, well, today's Tuesday for me, and this is the day that the bans are supposed to happen, so you know, when you're watching this video, the bans have already happened, and hopefully it's nothing in the deck I'm playing. That was kind of the whole point of picking Pioneer, because I really don't think anything will be touched. And you know what? For funsies, I'll say what I think is going to get banned, and I think it'll just be Luris, and then maybe some Alchemy shakeups is all I anticipate. So you'll be able to laugh at home at how wrong I am about those picks. So, all right, so getting to the deck we're going to play today. This is a deck that is very near and dear to my heart because I played this deck for a long time when it was all a Lukka deck. I think even like Christopher Larson was the person who added like Raven's Warning and Transmogrify and kind of went this more low to the ground version. This list is brought to us by Dakin G3603. Who top-aided Pioneer Challenge with this last weekend. And I thought the deck was awesome, and I wanted to give it a shot. So, this is a Yorion deck. Got to play 80 cards. You don't really have to, but you want to lower your chances of drawing Agent. This is kind of that 80-card feel that we had back in Standard with Sultai Ultimatum, where it's like, it's not the most amazing Yorion deck. To be fair, this one is a lot better than that one because, well, Fires of Invention and Yorion work quite well together just in basically every way. But outside of that, we really do just want to not draw Agent because if you draw two of those, then you're transmogrifying into nothing. So that's less than ideal. Start with our removal. Chain to the Rocks has kind of become the format's best removal spell. It's basically the format's Path to Exile. And until anybody comes up with some kind of land destruction that really, really punishes people for having Chain to the Rocks, which I don't know, I can't really think of any. So I'm going to continue to play Chain to the Rocks. There's nothing that's been blowing me out so far. It's really the best removal spell that we got so far. Birth of Melitus is another one that we haven't seen in a while, but, you know, I played this in Blue-White Control and my SCG Richmond deck, if y'all remember that. Also, it's been played with every single one of these Lukka shells, just because not only does it get you one of the planes that help you get to land 4, which is your key number, but it also puts in the 0-4 wall that you can then transmogrify. The gain 2 life is whatever, but it's the first 2 modes that are really useful in this deck. Then we got 4 Omen of the Sea. If you're going to play Yorion and you're going to play Fires of Invention, you play Omen of the Sea. You know, I mean, this is... Some of the stuff we're playing from this deck is kind of like the Fire's Enigmatic Incarnation stuff, but this is going a little bit bigger, and I wasn't the biggest fan of that deck. You're going to see another video here sometime this week of a couple more games with it, and I enjoyed it, but it wasn't my absolute favorite deck. One rip apart here, sure, why not? Then we got kind of the facilitators, Narset, Parter of Veils. It basically finds everything but Agent in the deck. Just, you know, everything's non-creature in this deck, so Narset is excellent here. Also really good against Phoenix, so that utility of the card is just excellent as well. Then we got 4 Raven's Warding. Let's read this one together. You get the 1/1 blue bird, gain 2 life, sure. Whenever one or more creature with flying deals damage to a player this turn, look at their hand and draw a card. So if that connects... Great, this card has already replaced itself. And then the major thing is, Chapter 3, you put a land card, or excuse me, you put a card you own from outside the game on top of your library. So we have a plethora of targets, you know, Emrakul if we're going super late, Voidwitterer if they just, you know, if they just can't even, Yasharn for the sacrifice matchups, Coma for control, but I don't even know how good that is. Lukka is probably going to be the one we search up the most. Just getting Lukka, it curves right into that 5-drop pretty well. And then some other random stuff that's pretty good as well. Then we got some Deafening Clarions, just ways to deal with early creatures. That's always been a little bit of a problem with this deck, is the decks that are going really far under are a little bit rough, and the decks that are going way over the top. And the decks that are going way over the top can kind of fall into different categories. It can be like go over way over the top control style, which can be kind of tough. or go way over the top combo style can be a little difficult as well. So that's kind of why this deck has fallen away for a while. So when I saw this in here and it did well in such a big event, this is the Showcase Challenge, I believe, I had to give it a shot because, you know, I absolutely love the deck, but it wasn't my favorite before, and I really didn't love the Transmogrify version. And, you know, I'm even pretty curious about what a Lukka version would look like, and, you know, I might, if this deck has some legs, I might actually try to build that, but that's what this deck is trying to do as well. Transmogrify, you exile a creature, and then you reveal the top card until you reveal a creature card. You're always going to hit Agent in this deck, so then you just put that into play. We're also a Fires deck, kind of the main thing. You hustle out to Fires. The best turn 4 play is just Fires and Transmogrify a thing, get an Agent, steal something, and then just kind of go nuts from there. Even land. Even stealing land is pretty good. Then we got some removal, cast out, and Supreme Verdict to control some creatures. Then we have our new enabler, which is just incredible. This can also just be a win con. You know, that's the one thing I love about Azeka's Chariot in this deck is like Azeka's Chariot with Sharks, you can just win the game easily off that without ever having to do agent stuff. So I like when my decks have this kind of dynamic two-way street that you can go, and this is definitely no exception. Then we have Sharks. You know, you can steal a bunch of lands with agents. You can also blink agents, so that becomes pretty effective. And then just cycle a giant shark and win that way. So, then we kind of talked about our sideboard, a bunch of random stuff for tutor targets. And then the main things we bring in are like some Rest in Peace, Mystical Disputes, and Dovin's Vetoes against control style decks. So, all right, let's battle. All right, we are on the play. Get to select the birdie. And let's have some fun with this. I'm excited to try this deck, y'all. As always, huge thanks to Mana Traders for allowing me to rent any deck and try them out. If you want to do the same, use promo code CoreyB. You get 15% off at checkout. And you can try out all these decks. Promo code's below as well if you want to just follow. Well, the one thing we really don't want is an agent in our opening hand. But outside of that, the hand is pretty decent. We get to go first. I'm going to try it. Maybe this is just always a no-no to have it, but everything else about our hand is pretty decent. We really have perfect mana. We have chained their Lurrus deck, so they're going to probably be that heroic deck, would be my guess. So, still not bad. But maybe that deck just runs us over anyways. We're going to find out. Our opponent has kept 7. Yep. Well, we're going to know if we're going to get smashed real quickly or not. Hey, there's that at least. Yep, we'll just say go. Now we just hope for a land. Being able to go Fires into Chariot seems excellent. Assuming we get an Arcanist or something. Eidolon. Oh, it's the burn deck. Okay. Actually, the burn deck I think is much better for us than the heroic deck. Okay, that's perfect. So, yeah, I'm still going to chain this out of the way, but I almost don't care about it since I'm just going to cast 4 drops after this. But yeah, let's get it out of there. It's going to deal 2 damage anyways. Doesn't allow us to cast Narset this turn, but I think that's okay. That's a pretty good follow-up after our next awesome turn of Fires and Chariot. Alright, we'll say go. Alright, what are we going to do now, burn player? Bring all the burn. I'm not afraid, only kind of. Yeah, the whole agent plan is not that good against burn decks historically. Like, yeah, you really take a land or you take a really medium creature. But, you know, if you're on the play, that can still be effective. Look at those mismatch mountains. All right, another Eidolon. Don't care about that. Yeah, that one I think we'll just ignore. And here's the fire. Here's the chariot. Your go. Oh, yeah. I love that play. I love it. And you can still just get to 7 mana for Agent as well. So we have that in our back pocket. Plus blinking. Oh, I forgot about that too. Blinking Chariot with Yorion is quite incredible. All right. Searing Blood. So now the question of, do I want to fall... I just don't know what they can actually do to deal 4 damage to this. So I think I'll bring up the blocker. Take a little damage. Really would like a land, so I could just go Narset, Yorion, buy Yorion, and then play Yorion. That seems pretty strong. But even just Narset, something else seems fine as well. Yeah, they're just on the kill the cat plan. We take those. Okay. So we got the land, which is pretty huge. So, yeah, let's start with Narset. We'll take a little bit of damage. And another Chariot or an Omen. We could take 2 and play the Omen, but I think that seems a little risky. Let's just get another one of these. But the Bird Serpent's a better play here. Because then we get to restart Narset. Those are the only 2 we care about. Normally you take fires as well, so you can play other stuff. You know, but didn't have anything else to play with our 1 mana. Alright, 4 cards. And they've been trying to kill cats, so... Oh, time to wake up. Time to wake up. They bought their companion too. Might be the last time we buy companions. That I could see is all the companions getting banned. Once again, you already know what got banned and what didn't, but not I. Okay, now I think we're just going to get aggro here. Alright, Chain to the Rocks, Birth. Kind of don't want any of these. I guess I'll take the Chain for if Lurrus comes to play. So, we'll crew. I'm not even going to kill Eidolon. I think Eidolon's more of a liability for them at this point. So I'm coming in. I'm not even going to need to do agent stuff here. I'm just going to Chariot here. I'm not going to take any damage. If you want to kill the cats, knock yourself out. It's not the game-winning plan. It's the I don't want to die plan, which... It works sometimes. Works sometimes. Not often. Oh, it's good to be making videos again, y'all. The 3-4 days off I had was really nice. I don't normally take that much time off, which is a problem sometimes. But taking the time off, watching those awesome football games rejuvenated me a bit. So I hope you're ready for a lot of videos this week. Okay, there goes Eidolon. Yeah. I'll just cast the Chariot. Keep this one. Get some more cats. And then we'll say go. Meow, meow. Cat party. You gotta start killing some cat. Ooh, uh-oh. So 2 more Boros Charms or 3 bolts here. I know 1 card is Lurrus and 1's a land, so we're not dead. That's a fact. And we're going to be attacking for as close to lethal as it can get. Yeah, they can just go Lurrus, Eidolon. Hope that's enough. But then I can chain the Lurrus. And then just attack with everything. And they would take 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 Exacxies. So that's nice. Let's see what they go for. All right. All right. Okay, so now burn. Not necessarily my favorite matchup, I'll tell you that. Then again, I don't know what matchups look like these days with this deck. It's been a while. You know, Supreme Verdict is a card that's okay, but not amazing. I think I want vetoes, at least a couple. I need to keep all my early stuff. I think I need Clarions. Raven's Warning to gain some life is good. I could see, like, trimming a Narset. Cast Out. Yeah, Cast Out actually seems awful. So let's just take these out for Dovin's vetoes. And try it there. Right, let's do it. I will be selecting the bird. You select the cat. We'll be on our way. Okay, no blue for Omen. But I think Clarion is a little bit of the more important thing. We really want to top deck Birth of Melitus here, but I'm going to keep this. It's not amazing. But we either get a blue or a Birth or... yeah, those are the main ones we want. Otherwise, we still just can clean up creatures on 3, which is fine. We do have a decent amount of incidental life gain in this deck. You know, you have Clarion to give your stuff lifelink, which... can come up like with a Zika's Chariot, with a biggest Shark. You know, some stuff it can actually come up with. As well as Birth of Melitus and Raven's Warning. You know, that kind of stuff adds up, especially when your lands don't do you that much damage. Like, we do have some duels, but, like, look at this hand. We're not going to be taking any damage based on our lands, so... if we look back to, like, Grixis Death Shadow right now, the deck I play in Modern all the time, once again, knock on wood that my deck isn't banned by the time you're watching this, but, leave my shadows alone. But, against that deck, you know, I have to take so much damage to my lands with fetch and duels that they don't need that many burn spells. I usually deal myself 2 burn spells, but here, when I gain and prevent 2 burn spells, it's a big difference. It's a big difference. It's like they can never mulligan, basically. And that can be a problem. All right. Lame. Not what we wanted there. We wanted something that fetched a plains. Called the Birth of Melitus. You're gonna fire a shock at me? It's like there's no lightning bolts in Pioneer, I'm pretty sure. It's like all Wizard's Lightning and all situational bolts. Yeah, I was gonna say, it's just gotta be a shock. Shock is fine. 18. Ooh. It's kind of annoying. That stops my fires. Classic. Classic top deck. Okay. Well, we'll say go. We might not want to fires now. So whenever I cast a spell, if no mana was spent, that's how it gets the fires clause. But if we need to cast our spells, like maybe we have to? Yeah, that's a problem. We don't have many ways to... I mean, I guess we have that one rip apart. Let's top deck that, I guess. But then they can always bring it back with Lurrus, so that's not great as well. Eidolon. Dovin's veto is not very good. So we could just Clarion away this Eidolon. That's also not impressive. I think it's worth it. Better than doing nothing this turn. Whenever a player, so I can't even like steal this and hope to do something about it. That's lame. Well, we could go fires and then take, God, what, 7? That's not good. Alright, I think we just have to buy Yorion. Might just have to just cast it next turn, too. Hope to play a little defense. One card I always liked in these decks was Detention Sphere. But, you know, no one's playing it. It solves these kind of problems quite well. Something I'll probably be adding. There's the Birth of Melitus. So I could play that. Hope that my opponent's hand doesn't just kill me. Or I can play Yorion, play a little bit of defense. I don't know. I don't know. We're sure going to play this. This would put us to 8. Yeah, then this attack puts us to 6. All they need is 2 bolts. I think we have to play Yorion, and I don't know. I can't picture us winning this game. Sadly. Rolling Vortex is incredibly good against us. Fiery Temper. Got a Boros, a couple bolts. Another Fiery Temper. Okay. That'll do it. That will do it. Okay, that didn't go well. I mean, I guess that's what Cast Out is for, huh? Cast Out would have been good there. So would Dovin's Veto if I was on the play, though. Yeah, I think I like Cast Out better than Supreme Verdict. We almost always only want to deal with one thing, and if that one thing, if I can deal with that problematic enchantment, I think that'd be best. Our hand was pretty awkward, and we didn't really get any help off the top. Just never drew blue land until it was a tapped land on turn 4, so not ideal. Should be a little better on the play here. Here's a bird. Okay, god dang it. Another hand that's amazing with some blue mana. Like one Hallowed Fountain off the top, and this hand is awesome, but I don't think we can risk it. Yikes. Yikes, yikes, yikes. Well, we better mulligan again. Okay, this hand is fine. Plus, we have some cards we want to get rid of. This, that's all. That's all I want to get rid of, but I think Raven's Warning we want to keep around. And probably Chain to the Rocks, too. So let's get rid of Chariot. That pains me because that's part of our play, but here we are. Let's give it a shot. Not ideal here. Not ideal. Voldaren Epicure. Okay, so we can just chain this. Either that or hold off until we can hit Eidolon, but I really want to play this the following turn anyways. Alright, we're going to chain it. Feels kind of bad, but we can always blink it later. So this goes chapter 1, then we untap, then it's chapter 2. Yeah, so it doesn't work with Yorion, unfortunately. It will die the turn we'd want to play Yorion. Works if you cast it on turn 4, you can blink it, but that's not ideal. There's the Eidolon, everyone's favorite card. Well, wish I would have put the land on bottom. So we take 2, gain 2. Now we hope they don't kill our bird, because I'd like to draw a card. But it would make sense that they would kill it. This will be an unfortunate first match to lose, just because we didn't get to truly play in our third game, but that's all right. We'll battle on. We'll battle on still. A Swift Spear. Haven't seen that yet. We're in trouble. Doosh, 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 doosh. Yep, no blocks. They're debating to kill the bird or just send burn spells upstairs, and I hope they send them upstairs, but both are bad, to be honest. Both are not great. Yep. Well, I wish I had that chariot instead of a couple of these lands. Be a pretty good follow-up. Chariot's excellent against these aggro decks. It's kind of the one thing that's flipped these matchups around a little bit. Yep. Their hand is good. Yeah, I think we're just going to be dead. But we'll buy this. Play this. Say go. Now we get to at least put something on top. So we can go Yorion into whatever we put on top. I don't know if it'll be enough. Yeah, with that chariot there, we could have had a chance. Lightning Strike. Is this a skewer? Ooh, are we just dead? Nope, we're at 1. So we need to top deck. Yeah, I don't think we have a draw. Yeah, I don't think we have a top deck. So we can put something on top. Yeah, we're dead. For a little bit better result, my friends. Okay. I would like to go first. Pick my companion. Wow. This hand is not good. Let's mulligan again. Wow. Well, we only need any land, and then Omen gets us out of this. That or 5. I guess it's 5, since we're on the play. Okay, we'll keep this. Get rid of Agent for sure. And probably this mountain. And hope for the best. Just getting beat down here at these mulligans. Yeah, and here's the heroic one. Probably. Okay, let's put this into play. Tap Fires is not a bad draw. Game 1 Fires is awesome against these decks still. Post board, we saw like the rolling vortex and stuff, make it a little bit tougher. Okay, another shock to the face. All right, it is the same matchup. We get revenge. Or we get slapped up again. Okay, here's Narset. And, God. We either go Clarion to play it safe if we don't draw land, or we get Chariot and we go Fires into Chariot, and then, like, the world is our oyster. Oh, let's go big or go home. So we can shut down Eidolon by just playing Chariot. That kind of bricks it. Yep, especially with that, you know? Okay. Land. F. Perfect order. Alright, we can at least buy Yorion, cry a little, and say go. Yeah, we're going to take 4 now. But we're not going to cast anything that's going to be cheap anymore, so maybe we still have a chance. Just saying go. Probably going to Boros Charm us. Alright, here's Fires. Here's Chariot. And we'll say go. Alright, they only got 2 lands, though, so they got... And we can take their lands. Next turn, we can take both lands. So we might actually stand a chance. Yeah, that's not even a Boros Charm, so I'm in. Okay, they did get that. Yeah, we can take a lot from them next turn. Do I just block with both cats? Kind of think so, actually. I don't want to take any damage. And now we can still do the Yorion and then transmogrify the Yorion to take a land. God, if we would have did this on turn 4, we would have just smashed them. Okay, Raven's Warning is actually insane here. Yeah, that was awesome. Okay, so we cast that, gain some life. Hope they don't have another Skull Crack. No. Okay. God, that would have been insane. So now we Yorion. Blink out all of these. Transmogrify the bird. Agent the land. And we're still gonna die because they had double Skull Crack? Ugh, lame. Lame, lame, lame. Our board looks so good, though. Maybe they only have Skewer. They have a lot more deal 3 than, you know, the amount of Boros charms. So, okay. We're alive. I mean, they just kill me now if they had it. We'd just be dead. Alright, now we'll try to gain a little life. Let's try to find a Deafening Clarion. That would probably be ideal. Hey! So let's crew. Yeah, do you have another one? Yes! We won on them all to 5. Let's go! Let's go! Okay, so now same matchup. Maybe we can reevaluate if we did something wrong a little bit. You know, the Dovin's Veto, they don't seem amazing, but that late game having that answer to one of their burn spells, you know, that could pick us off seems okay. So maybe we'll only bring in 2. And Narset on the draw is kind of unplayable, so let's try to take out those and just go with that. On the play, Narset isn't the worst, but one thing I've noticed is, like, they heavily rely on Eidolon so far, so if we're just casting 4-drops over and over, not the worst. But yeah, one card that I really want to add is Detention Sphere. Detention Sphere is just a great Magic card. Absolutely great. Sand looks pretty good. We don't have green, but Birth of Melitus on 2, plus Rip Apart for Roiling Vortex and stuff. Yeah, I mean, this is about all we can hope for. The Agent is bad, of course, but... Transmogrify, okay. That's nice. Now we'll say go. Eidolon. Okay. So we can either destroy this right away or like play Birth and try to just shut it down. I kind of like Birth. Huh. Because if I Rip Apart, that's the way to be the most mana efficient. I still get the token in time to Transmogrify it. If I Rip Apart, I get punished by Rolling Vortex. Kind of, even though it's not that big of a deal. And I do prevent some damage, but the Birth could also just block and soak that up. I am going to Rip Apart here just because it's the way to save the most damage. And most of the time, that's just your whole MO against this deck. It's just make sure you don't die. So we're going to try that. And now next turn we can go Birth plus Chain. Okay. This worked out better. This worked out better in this sense. So you start with Chain. Can't play this. Get rid of that Eidolon. And then we'll play Birth, and now we're set up to Transmogrify it next turn. Unfortunately, can't Chariot. No Forest or Island. We got the other 2. There's another Eidolon. Okay. Well, I don't think they have much that deals 4, so I think we just do it. Risk it for the biscuit. The old turn 4. Okay. So now do we want to take this or... It's like the land doesn't do too much for us. It's not awful. It gets us to Agent a little bit closer. But taking the creature just is what we should be doing here, I think. So let's take that. Now we have all the aggro, plus we're going to gain some life. Now it's like if they Boros Charm us, we just go like this. Okay, that makes sense. I mean, they would have killed our agent if we didn't take it, and then they would have an Eidolon attacking us. So I think we've made the right decision so far, at least. Okay. Didn't buy Luris. Gonna crack me? Because that would suck. Yep. Skullcrock's annoying against us. Okay. Well, I guess we Omen. A Dovin's Veto. I think... Yeah, I will take Dovin's Veto for next turn. Like, we don't have anything we can do this turn, but next turn we can go Raven's Warding plus Dovin's Veto. Not bad. Or Chariot plus Veto if we get a land. Just to gain life. Get it out of range a little bit. Okay, we can just be dead now. Can't be dead. But we're not pressuring much, so I'd love a land. Yeah, Luris and Eidolon is already just good. Alright, well. No, they're almost not going to... Well, that's okay. I was going to say, they're probably not even going to cast a spell next turn. But let's play Raven's Warning to start. Because we'll just make sure that other card isn't Skullcrack. Perfect. And now we'll do this just to find a land. We don't care about their spells for this next turn. Could get a Fires. Nah, I don't think it's worth it. Kind of want to hit a land. Then we'll say go. Yeah, gotta expect just Luris into Eidolon. That's a fine play. But not backbreaking, because we might just never cast cheap spells anymore, you know? Okay. I could attack with both. Wish this was a non-painful land, but honestly, if I just go land, take 2, go to 6, Chariot, have Dovin's Veto open for something, like, how do I lose? First, we get to draw a card, I guess, so let's attack. If they block anything, sure. Wow. Okay, interesting. They have a Fiery Temper in hand. Okay. Well, Chariot plus Dovin's Veto seems insane right now, so let's do that. Your go. Beat it. Okay. They have drawn a lot of lands. So I could make a giant shark and copy that if I wanted to. Don't think I want to, but I will use this. Just another Dovin's Veto? Yeah, that seems good. Okay, now let's crew. Now, if they go to Fiery Temper the cat, I think I just say sure. Okay. do this tapped, and then we'll say go. And if they Fiery Temper us, we'll just be like, all right. Yeah, just going to Ramunak Ruins. Makes sense. Okay. So, I mean, I guess we're still dead to Boros Charm. No, I guess we're not. So we just, no matter what, we can't counter Fiery Temper, because if it's Boros Charm, then we lose. So, hooray, we did it! All right, well, what do we got? Yeah, let's play one more quick one. We can't just play against only this burn deck. Hopefully we play against a little something different. All right, last match of this video, y'all. As always, like and subscribe, all that jazz. If you like the content, gonna have a little bit more Pioneer stuff going on, you know, throughout the week, and a little bit of Modern as well. Before this Mana Trader series that I'll be commentating at the end of the week with Brad, with my bro, on Saturday and Sunday. We'll be doing that over on the Mana Trader series Twitch account. So be on the lookout for that. And if you want to try any deck and try to compete in that, just use promo code CoreyB to borrow any of these decks, okay? All right, let's battle. So, no companion this time, so we're up against something different. Could be the combo deck, could be plenty of stuff, so I'm going to keep. I am going to keep. It's a little land heavy, but it does some things. Okay, mono black. The classic matchup. All right, we'll play the Triome, say go. Knight of the Ebon Legion I'm not that afraid of. I mean, the matchup I might be a little worried about, but... Okay, so blue-green. Let's go with this, and then we'll say go. I have a feeling this might be a Raven's Warning to, like, a Fumigate type of game. But we will see. This style of aggro deck, I'm usually much happier to play against than, like, the burn style, because they just don't have that much reach. Okay, I'll take it. Wow, okay. You don't mind that much. Although that is just a pretty nice clock. Birth of Melitus I don't think we want, but we'll definitely take Transmogrify. We'll take it. Okay. Let's get the Raven's Warning down. Gain a little life. Get our creature. Yeah, Raven's Warning is just awesome in this deck. Being able to gain you a little life, draw you a card, replace it, tutor up something awesome, and give you fodder for your Transmogrifies. It really is kind of everything. Takes the cast out. They better have a plan for this creature. Yeah, looks like they have a Fatal Push. But yeah, no blocks. I'd rather try to draw a card, even though it'll give them that. Oh, that was a good draw. So I'm going to attack. This is the Fatal Push check. That's the nice thing is you get to know if you want to go for it or not. So it's kind of like, yeah, I mean, I would Fatal Push there too. It's already kind of like a 2-for-1. And let's fetch this. We drew a good one. Doesn't matter. But here's a Chariot. Yeah, we'll see what they do. I might just try to throw this Chariot in front of the Knight of the Ebon Legion. Interesting. Looking to play defense. Okay. Another Raven's Warning. Now... Okay, what do we want? What do we want? Could get Fumigate, but it's not that good right now. Could get Yasharn, also not very good. Could just get Lukka. Yeah, I think I'm just going to get Lukka. Because we might go for Transmogrify this turn. It's a toughie. It's like, would they... I feel like they would have attacked if they had another removal spell. What if I just Transmogrify the Azeka's Chariot? Oh, they might have Murderous Rider. Murderous Rider makes a little bit of sense. But, like, am I in a rush to do anything here? Not really. I don't think I want to fall for it. I'll just keep developing my battlefield and just say go. And then I can look next turn if I can connect with this bird. Yeah, your turn. They might just, like, activate Castle, I guess. And maybe they had nothing and that was just a great bluff. But I think it was worth the wait. So we know we're going to top deck Lukka, which will be quite good. Yeah, I want one Detention Sphere at least in the sideboard as a card to search up, too. That seems excellent. Okay. So now we're going to take a peek. Hopefully. Here comes a bird. Got any good cards? They did have the Murderous Rider and a Fatal Push. Okay, they got a good hand. Ooh, we just drew fires, though. That's excellent. Okay, well, guess we can start by Lukka-ing. Yeah, let's go fires and then Lukka. That way we can just do this again. All right, we'll try to hit this. So they might just go Fatal Push on the bird and then Murderous Rider the Lukka, which seems like a decent use of their mana. But we're not super worried about that. We'll see what they do. They could also try to, like, kill a cat token and then just attack with multiple things. That's pretty good. Okay. I think that is safer. Okay, so we know they're just down to Kalitas and Champion. Wow, that was a good draw. That was a good one. Drawing some cards. Black, white. Good to know. Well, they're not falling for the trick that I wanted to put them under, but... Alright. So, let's get a card. How close are we to Emrakul? 3 types. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Not that close. 4, 5, 6, 7. We can cast a Coma, though. Coma seems pretty good. Okay. So, I can buy Yorion. I can cast Shark Typhoon, buy Yorion, and Transmogrify. Seems pretty good. Well, I mean, the best play would be Transmogrify. Hope they don't have a piece of removal. And then blink stuff. All right. I'm going for it here. I think we're behind enough. We need to do something. So, do I think they have another Fatal Push? They easily might, but we're going to try this. Bang. Okay. They're like, yep, can't beat it if you go for it. All right. Awesome. Yeah, we had to. We were starting to get too far behind if we didn't do anything, so... Now, as far as what to change, we don't really want to change... God, I don't think anything. Yeah, we just kind of click back against this matchup. Everything's a tutor target. Nice. I love decks that don't have to sideboard that often, you know? Something freeing about it. Okay... On the draw, our hand's pretty good. We can Fabled Passage for that one mountain. Yeah, I'm in. This one's awesome. Okay. Now, we don't have to cast anything. Red, white. Yeah, we still want to... Because now we can chain to the rocks next turn if we want to, or just Birth or Omen. Not a Dust Legion Zealot. No. Okay, that was awesome. Now we have our turn 4 play locked up. Let's Birth to get a land. Yeah, that Voldaren Estate is probably pretty good in this deck. Okay. Here's an 0-4. I think we want this for our land. We could Omen to see if we hit something else. Like a dual land or something. All right. I don't want either of those. Okay. Just go like this and say go. That's a lot of sharks. That's a lot of sharks. Here's Mutavault. All right, here's a block. All right. Yay. We're going to destroy them. I'm going to draw, because if I draw that mountain, I'll go get a forest. Wow. Okay, well. Let's get that mountain. Fires into Clarion, I think, here. Bang. Your go. Champion of Dusk, probably. We'll be taking that. Yeah, that's the main reason I wanted to do it now, is to avoid that. Now? Oh, yeah. These are the turns that we live for. These are the turns we live for. So here's this. Bang. I'm actually going to take the lands. Yorion. Blink. Blink. Yo, yeah. Let's go. Let's go. Yeah, we were going to blink that, take another land, and then chain to the rocks their champion, leaving them with Mutavault, Mutavault, Swamp. I'm a fan of this deck. I am a fan. I think we will be trying to work on this one a little bit more for future Pioneer events. So like and subscribe to the video if you enjoyed it. And we'll see you for the next video. I think we got Glimpse of Tomorrow is going to be the next one in Modern that I really want to try. So I got a few. Plus the bands we're going to react to as well if something cool is going on there. So we'll see you in the next video, everyone. Bye-bye.